goes right to my heart. She comes knocking with a stocking and I get her. I get the feeling I'm in deep trouble waters, but they're only thigh. This kind of girl don't get no sleep. Don't wake your father, the stardust.
I want to say, hey, thanks for coming back. I'm talking about Taika Waititi and his history of movies in a ranking. So, Taika Waititi is this really interesting and fascinating director who came from New Zealand. He made his first 4 movies in New Zealand, then hopped over to America. And in my opinion, he just has this like really great, really fun style to his work. It's like really flashy. It has these like great like color palettes that like always work for the movies that they're in. Dynamic camera angles and movement, and really like snappy like dialogue. It's almost like kind of a toned down Wes Anderson, and just fucking good. Most of them, anyways, if not all, have like an ensemble cast, have fun characters, have some kind of like deeper drama or like deeper motivation behind the characters, like just jokey personalities or behavior, and it's all together just like really fun, really good shit. But over the years, while he's made plenty of like really great movies and really fun movies, he's made some stinkers as well. Not having the experience, not having the budget, not having the time. I want to talk about his movies and overall like why I think, in my opinion, he is a really great director. He's great when it comes to like big casts of characters and like working off those characters and like the drama. But there are times where like it isn't always like well played out or like well handled. Like the cast isn't really like hitting it in the right places, or there's like production hiccups where there's like kind of like tonal issues. I get where all these movies are trying to go for and like what all the tones are and what all like the expected beats he's attempting to hit with each story. But there's like 2 movies in particular where it feels like he just really doesn't land the thing he needs to make the movie hallmarks you'd expect it to hit for like his other projects. And one of those movies is unfortunately his actually, in my opinion, worst movie on the list, and it's his like most recent one. And well, it's his like second most recent one actually.
It was the most disappointing thing since my son. I mean, how much more could you possibly fuck up?
Thor: Love and Thunder. So, damn, this movie it sure is, it exists. Like, here are things I liked. There are still points with the action sequences that are like really like visually pleasing and exciting. There's some great visual aspects because again, like he is working the same crew that he carried over from Thor Ragnarok. Like that nice like flashy, really like bombastic style at key moments. And clearly ILM's like trying their damnedest. That can be thanks to the comic panels they pulled from like for these scenes. That are basically like their storyboards and certain like sequences. And again, ILM did fucking fantastic work trying to like just their damnedest. Like genuinely, there is staging jokes, etc. that are actually fun as hell. Like the Guardians were fun to see for a little bit. The Gods world was pretty interesting visually, like in a cool place. Like all the golden statues and monuments and everything. Thor just completely fucking like decking Zeus with his own bullet and fucking killing him. That was rad as fuck. Christian Bale as the God Butcher, scaring kids. I love that scene. It's fucking funny as fuck. Also, sincerely, there are scenes that look damn good. The negative world and the way the shadow monsters attacked like the new Asgard's village, like fucking really sweet. Also, Lady Thor and Thor making amends as she is dying from cancer was pretty emotional. Like they have to get in touch with each other after years of isolation, leaving each other behind. She first comes to Valkyrie about what's happening before Thor didn't know how to address like what's happening to her at Thor directly. Then Thor and Lady Thor finally get to talking and they like grow closer as a couple, like reconcile their past issues. She confronts him with like how she's dying from cancer. There's like this huge emotional beat where she sacrifices her own like last remaining months on Earth to protect these kids and like to help fight off against God Butcher. Like all that shit's fucking like just really damn good shit. Then fucking God Butcher lashes out. There's a big attack, and Thor, instead of killing him, actually reconciles with the big bad and has him give up his like last wish to save his daughter. And while he's dying, he's able to actually take the daughter from God Butcher and raise her as his own. And Thor like really makes amends and like really helps like reconcile both with the villain and with Lady Thor with Janet Van Dyne, and not Janet Van Dyne, but like with the fucking the she's from like she's Queen Amidala, like fucking like that bitch, whatever. With her, he's able to reconcile with her, and it's just like fucking like strong shit. There's like really like nice emotional beats here. There's really nice like certain visual elements and like visual styles here that like can be really appreciated. There's certain like levels of like there's certain comedy beats in isolation that work pretty well, but as a package overall, it's just fucking off, man. I can't stand the VFX team like being rushed to put out some jaw-dropping bad at VFX at points. Like, how did it get this bad? Like, you guys had an extra few years. Come the fuck on, man. Also, the comedy here, oh man, even more than the other lower rated. Also, the comedy here, oh man, even more than the other lower rated movies on this list. They are at least funny. Like the comedy lands in those movies like more often than it does here, and the characters are more likable than they are here. Like I said earlier, the characters' stories are good, and that in isolation their jokes are good, but the script and dialogue really get in the way of what is a good character drama between Thor and Jan Foster. Remember her name now? Ha, check it. Yet they feel a little underdeveloped. Like there was some issues with the Ragnarok having underdeveloped aspects to it, but that was like hidden by like a really great fucking story and really great visuals and dialogue. Yet here it's just like points in the script like it feels like it's missing. Like it feels like it's missing like the pacing and missing like these key build-ups to these dramatic moments. Like there like isn't enough. There's too much comedy like it's interfering with the drama most, and like the dialogue isn't like nearly as strong as it could have been. Like it needed another fucking draft just to pass like the issues the first draft had, and they never did that. It's so weird. Yeah, the God Butcher is a good character, but the story is just for a few scenes, like maybe in the movie for like 30 minutes at most, maybe. Like it doesn't leave the same impact as Helena did in her movie. We don't need that familial attachment, sure, but a compelling build up to the finale would be nice. Like as a package, this movie goes from one scene to the next and it ends. Even with the positive elements I mentioned earlier, doesn't save this movie from being somewhat forgettable and washing over you, like the same cast and crew on the sequel to one of the best movies of 2017, but the energy and heart are missing. The side characters are annoying. Korg just overstays his goddamn welcome. Like Taki, Rock Monster works great in doses, but here it's an overload. Like, whoa, time to move on, I guess, but it's still just like fucking like baffling how this movie managed to be so disappointing compared to like what we saw before. Like before, yeah, it's like really fun movie, and it just isn't here now. Like what happened to it? What happened to my fun movie? I don't get it. It's such a fucking like no brainer. Like we're getting the same fucking few cast members and same fucking team from the Ragnarok and same few cast members from his past movies, and like it should be good, but it's not. What the fuck? I just, it's so sad. It's a sad day.